Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Miss Demetrius.
And my name is Mr. Jath.
So, here is what we're going to be learning today. Identify the 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch.
Identify the body parts associated with the 5 senses.
Describe how the 5 senses help people learn about their world.
And describe some ways the 5 senses protect people from harm.
Did you know we have 5 senses?
Yeah, I actually have 5 cents right here.
No, silly, 5 cents, not 5 senses. We're going to learn about the 5 senses today. Boys and girls, can you name any of the 5 senses? The senses are sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch.
So we have sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch.
That's right. You got it. So, before we learn about the senses, there are a couple of words we need to know. The first word is amazing. Can you say amazing?
Oh, I know amazing. Amazing means surprisingly good or causing wonder. For example, one time I saw a magician and he made 5 cents just disappear right before my eyes.
Wow, very good. Here is a picture of an amazing cloud and the sky.
What other words are there?
Harm, sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch.
Okay, so what's harm mean?
Harm, which means injury to your body. Did you harm yourself?
I'm good, thank you. So the fact you helped me up, that's the opposite of harm. You helped someone.
Yes, awesome job, Jath. Our other word is sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch.
So let's go over those again for everyone. They might not have heard you. So what is sight?
Sight is the act of seeing and looking at things.
All right. Cool. So let's show them Mr. Potato Head and let's see what they think about smell.
Smell is how you detect odor with your nose, like the smell of grass right after someone mows the lawn.
And taste is when we detect flavors with our tongue, right?
That's it. Make sure you chew. You don't want to choke.
And what do we do with our ears?
Our ears help us to hear noise like birds chirping and the rain hitting the ground.
Lastly, we have touch, which is to feel with our hands, right, or other parts of our body.
That's correct, Jeff. Also, Jeff, oh, it's cold to touch the ice.
And Mr. Potato Head right here, he's hard to the touch.
Awesome. Now we're going to read a poem. My 5 senses are amazing. My senses are amazing. My senses are amazing. They help me do so much. My eyes can see, my ears can hear, my skin and hands can touch. They make me happy too. My tongue can taste the food I eat. My nose can smell perfume. My senses are amazing. They keep me safe from harm. My nose smells smoke. My skin feels heat. My ears hear fire alarms. My senses are amazing. And now you know them well. Let's say all 5 together now.
Sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Good job, Demetris.
Thank you. So students, what are the 5 senses?
If you said sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, then you are correct.
So these are the eyes.
And these are the ears, and they hear.
And this is the tongue that you use to taste.
And this is the nose that you use to smell.
And last but not least, these are the hands we use to touch.
Wow, that was great.
Let's read the poem again.
Oh, can I read this time?
Yes, Jeff.
My senses are amazing. They help me do so much. My eyes can see, my ears can hear, and my skin and hands can touch. My senses are amazing. They make me happy too. My tongue can taste the food I eat. My nose can smell perfume. My senses are amazing. They keep me safe from harm. My nose smells smoke. My skin feels heat. My ears hear fire alarms. My senses are amazing, and now you know them well. Let's say all 5 together now. Sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell.
Now we're going to talk about our senses and how they keep us safe. All right, so what are you protecting?
I'm protecting my head and my brain from harm.
Yes, Jeff, amazing job. You got it.
Thanks. You know, I hear milk helps keep you safe by making you strong so you won't get hurt. Ugh.
Oh, Jeff, did you check the date on that?
That was bad. No?
Then how did you know that was bad?
Because it tasted awful.
That's a great example of how your taste kept you safe. Although you should check the date, if you have drank that bad milk, you would have gotten sick.
Got it. So my nose smells smoke, and my skin feels heat, and my ears hear fire alarms. So that's how they keep us safe.
You are right, Jeff. Those are great ways our senses keep us safe from harm.
Now we're going to do a census sort. All right, so students, let's think about this, our mouth. What sense has to do with our mouth? If you can think about that at home, Turn to a friend or maybe a parent or some family member and think about that. What sense has to do with our mouth?
Mr. Jath, I think that it has to do with taste. So our sense of taste, we use our mouth and our tongue.
You know what? You're right. It is. It's our sense of taste. Now, let's go to our nose. What sense has to do with our nose? Our sense of what? Now, if you're at home, just think about it for a second. What sense has to do with your nose?
Ah, I got it. I think we use our nose to smell things, Mr. Jath.
That's correct. It's our sense of smell. All right, so now let's move on to our eyes, okay? Our eyes. What sense is associated or has to do with our eyes? So if you're at home, I'm going to start the sentence for you. You can say, the sense that has to do with my eyes is my sense of blank.
The sense that I have to use my eyes is the sense of sight.
Excellent job. Yes, our sense of sight. Now, students, I'd like you to think about your ears. What sense is associated or has to do with your ears? I want you to go to your friend or family member and whisper in their ear what sense has to do with your ears.
I think that it has to do with us hearing, Mr. Jath. We use our ears to hear.
And you're right, Demetrius. It's our hearing. And one little trick to remember with hearing is that when you hear, hearing has the word ear in it.
Ah, that's very smart. So we have ear in the word hear.
Now, our last sense has to do with our hands. So I'd like you to just think and just stroke your chin in thought about what sense has to do with your hands. You're using it right now while you're stroking your chin and thinking.
I think we use our hands to touch. So we're stroking with touch.
And you're right. It's the sense of touch.
You know what? My favorite sense is sight. I can see all the beautiful leaves on the ground, the clouds in the sky, and my friends playing soccer.
That's great. Thanks for sharing.
So, what is your favorite sense, Jack?
My favorite sense is taste. That lets me enjoy my mom's cooking.
So, students, what is your favorite sense from today's lesson? Share your favorite sense from today's lesson with a family member or friend.
Good job. Now we will draw and write about our favorite sense from today's lesson.
Okay, boys and girls, now we would like for you to get a few things. You would need a piece of paper, crayons, or markers, and get ready to draw and write about your favorite sense. So once again, go and get a piece of paper, crayons, or markers, and meet us right back. Okay, everyone should have everything that they need. Are you ready?
And don't worry, I'm going to draw my favorite sense first, which is taste. So you'll see how I do it before you do it independently or on your own. Okay, so we taste with our mouth. So I'm going to start off by drawing a mouth. All right, so that's the bottom of the mouth. And then we can't forget the top of the mouth.
Ah, nice job.
However, we also have to think that's actually not what we taste with. We don't taste with our mouth. We taste with our tongue.
Awesome. That's right.
There is our nice pink or red tongue. And then we have to think about what we're actually going to eat. So one food that I really like are hamburgers. So right here, I'm going to draw the bun, the bottom bun, and then our burger in the middle. And one thing that I really like on hamburgers is some cheese.
Ah, that looks good. What a great hamburger you have. Now, boys and girls, it's your turn to draw your picture.
Hold your picture up so we can see what your drawing is. Awesome drawing. Good job.
Now that we have our drawing, let's write our sentence about our favorite scents.
Now, like I said, my favorite sense is taste because I like hamburgers.
Ah.
Now, you're probably thinking, how do we spell the word taste? Well, let's think. First, it has 4 sounds or phonemes. T, A, S, T.
Good job, Mr. Jeff. Don't forget the sneaky E. Awesome. What about hamburgers? How do you spell that massive word, Mr. Jeff?
Well, let's see how many syllables are in the word hamburger. Hamburger. 3.
Great job, Jeff. That's very good. So, how do you spell the word hamburger?
Ham is H-A-M.
Great job.
And burr is B-R.
No, burr is B-U-R.
Right. And I know that gur, the gur part, is spelled G-E-R.
Awesome, Jeff.
My favorite sense is taste because I like hamburgers.
Ah, you put the S because it's more than one. So, Jeff, read your sentence again.
My favorite sense is taste because I like hamburgers.
Very good, Mr. Jeff. You have a capital letter. You've put spaces in between your words. And you have a punctuation mark at the end, which is a period. Very good. Thank you, Jeff, for sharing your awesome sentence. Now, boys and girls, it's your turn to write a sentence using your sentence starter. My favorite sentence is blank because blank.
We're going to give you a couple seconds to write that sentence. Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, share your drawing and sentence with a friend or a family member. I bet they really liked what they did. Don't you think, Demetris?
I think they work really hard and those sentences are really good, and I'm sure that they have a great thing to share with their parents today.
Well, thank you for joining us today. All rights and credits from the lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We would like to thank them for publicly sharing these materials.
Use what you learned today. Share some of the knowledge about the 5 senses with a friend or a family member. Until next time, bye.